On this Poppy support pick, getting so much value here, shutting down Kellen, getting the kill, allowing Lipa to pick up the wave, and now with his W unlocked, he's going to be able to definitely mitigate the pressure from Kellen on this one. Dudu does lose a bit of farm in the top side, but he is a Cassante, I'm sure he will get over it.
Yep, he'll be just fine. So the bottom side, which is something that DK have been playing through for quite some time, isn't necessarily going to work out. Showmaker also going teleportless this game. It's something that we know that Trinamirs really do like to do. But let's check out this play once again.
Yeah, and you can see Lipa kind of backs away a little bit, and then they try to force on him, and immediately Andal just slams Kellen into the wall. Lipa having flash as well, and the fact that that Kellen didn't made it a little bit difficult to find that play, and Andal's back in lane and taking names already.
Yeah, just pushing Kellen out of here.
Oh, but Lipa didn't get a reset. So it's 2 long swords edge to aiming, but I think with Kellen being so low, it's not too big of a concern. They're not really in a position to contest the wave, so...
Yeah, Andal is also very large, so that should help out.
Well, actually, Andal's not that big.
Oh, sorry, yeah, he's a Yordle.
Yeah, he's a Yordle, so...
Yeah, but he is strong.
He has aura.
Very strong. In fact, I mean, Poppy's hammer is about the same size as Poppy. So that seems pretty strong.
Well, in terms of area...
Oh, Dudu is struggling into the old Rumble problem.
Yeah.
And the LCK total, and this is kind of crazy, right? Because there have been times where Cassante is particularly ridiculous, and Rumble wasn't as ridiculous. And now Cassante is not nearly as powerful as he used to be, and Rumble is very powerful.
Oh, and because it's coming top pre-6.
All right.
Oh, Dude doesn't have ult yet, though, and Kinga does. This is not a good play.
Yeah, I feel like someone would die if they tried to kill the Rumble at this stage. Yeah, someone will die does not mean that both of them won't.
Yeah.
At least one.
One minimum.
All right, so they are going to back away from that one. Ward is down here, so Lucid...
Dudu needs ult.
Maybe spotted.
Ult. I feel that they're really going to be able to mitigate this. Because there's a bit far away, though. I assume Dudu's pretty close. He did miss some XP when he TP'd bot.
Yeah, well,
I don't think they're going to go for the double dive.
Yeah, this might be just Kingen opting in for a crash and just backing away, and that is precisely what's going to happen. Possibly could just come over and barbecue some grubs, as Lucid will be able to grab at least the first one. And we've got another heroic charge onto Kellen. He's just dead. Just eliminated. Showmaker does have the ulti. He's now looking for it, as the Void Seeker is not going to find the angle.
I will say as well, the Poppy pick, this final Poppy pick, obviously great in Morale, we've seen it do fantastic lane so far. But an ulting Tryndamere, I cannot think of a better ability to deal with him than the Poppy ult.
Oh yeah, as now Lipa getting completely minion blocked. Having a horrible time. That looked very sad.
Yeah, you hit level 6, you really want to make the play happen, even if you can just burn some summoners or get aiming low. But unfortunately, not able to do so. Now, Lipa was going to go for a reset, but Kellen and aiming as a duo will block it.
Yeah, Lipa really not able to reset very often. All right, Shattering Strike, there's the crash down onto Andal. Will they be able to punish this Poppy?
Good moves there from Kellen. In matchups, whenever you're playing into something that can block you, you really have to go for the Q first to stun, and then follow up with a W, and he does that there on Andal. Able to catch him off guard. Now Lipa is feeling comfortable to hang around with Cuz backing him up.
Yep, Showmaker just pressing E a few times, spinning
angry.
around in a line and stuff, yelling, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to check out this kill onto Kellen one more time. Andal just says, you're dead.
Finds the angle really well into the wall, and Kellen just doesn't get to play the game. And then in return, Kellen's like, well, neither do you.
Yeah. Good to get some revenge here. But Lucid, I think, playing it very, very well. And has to flash, but is going to be able to do so successfully.
Yeah, could have maybe looked for the ult there, I guess, instead of flashing, but just wanted to secure it with the initial stun from the passive, and then had the ult for follow-up, wasn't even needed.
Yep. And now he's got the Zeeks completed, because still heading towards that Spear of Sojourn. which
Yeah.
is going to be the first completion.
That's one thing here is that the Shyvana's not very farmed compared to what we've seen in other games, and you have a lot of expensive items, so Kerr's not really hitting that trajectory we sometimes see from the Shyvana jungles. Like we had that Peanut game where, even though obviously backfired later,
Yeah,
farm up a Storm.
he did. So Cuz does, he did manage to get a dragon though. That is certainly good news. And they do have a slight gold advantage.
Yeah, I mean the build stacks so much early HP that the impact of the resists is quite nice. But still doesn't turn you into a tank. You're not going to become Sejuani.
Nope.
I definitely think some of our junglers need to be reminded of that.
Thankfully, they do have a tank in this game, which is better than some of our Shyvanas have had.
Yeah, if you're the tankiest person in the game as the AP Shiv, you're like,
Yeah, things might be going wrong. The Gnar wasn't a great option, as Andal is just doing whatever he wants, I guess. Bulldog now trying to deal with Showmaker here. Does, of course, still have the ultimate. So he's never going to die, but Lucid's also probably going to struggle to hold on to this one as the Glacial Prison goes wide. Equalizer is something that Andal has to deal with, though. Heroic Charge, he knows that he's dead. And now Kellen looking for an angle onto Cuz here. Dragon's Descent is up, and so Cuz can just Dragon away whenever he would like.
yeah, you could see they were waiting for Andal. They're like, we'll wait for you, brother. And Andal's like, go without me.
Yeah.
Live.
He let go of the ledge and said, save yourselves.
Yeah.
And Leaper, yeah, just dealing with the walking barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, Kingen doesn't have a complete item yet, so I think a little spray of the flamethrower, doing a third of Leaper's health.
Yeah.
That's what we expect.
Yeah, yeah. We're just watching Balance Incarnate.
Yeah.
There are a few things that need to be banned in League of Legends at the moment. And
That being
Quantum
said-
Freaks struggled to ban one of them.
Considering how the game's gone so far,
I mean, not end of the world.
not end of the
Absolutely.
world yet, you know, and I think the big thing is Dragon in a minute is that mountain. Quantum Freaks obviously would love to get that, but also we really want to hopefully high roll a good soul for themselves. And considering it's Infernal Mountain first 2 dragons, odds aren't looking fantastic.
Yep. Cuz going into Astalos form here, and will be able to take down these grubs. Not anything that Lucid's going to be able to do about it, but that is just a trade 3 for 3. And so Cuz pretty happy about that. Still, the fact that, like you say, Lucid has been able to just keep up with farm, just be on complete farm parity with Cuz is kind of huge. Especially given the fact that there was a lot of sort of mixing around. As speaking of which, okay, Leaper is going to get stunned up. Lucid is going to get the cleanse out. That is good.
Yeah, pretty big actually, considering Dragon Fight in 15.
Yeah.
Cuz has just been dissolved, Cleanse just been burned. I don't think Quantum Freak's going to be able to contest this one.
Lucid and Kellen fishing, wanting to find an angle. Leaper has really struggled to get towards minion waves so far this game. As aiming, wanting to pad those gold stats. There is another plate to go down. I do want to say a 3-game series, pretty good for aiming, getting more gold.
Yeah.
You have an extra whole game to get gold. So that's good news for Dplus, at least. As now Andal, he gets a ward down, and Steadfast Presence comes on through. That is a lot of value. Still, that control ward is just going to be taken out, and Dplus have full control over this dragon. Yeah, it's not like last game, Orcs.
Absolutely isn't. It's going to be an Ocean Soul, which, you know, I don't think it's got an okay value here. There's some bulkier members. There's
Think about all the mana regen that the Rumble and Tryndamere can get.
And the Shyvana.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the healing can be decent against some of the poke, you know, but not the soul you're really hoping for if you're trying to go for a Dragon Win Con.
It's not really one of those, as Cuz is going to get prison. Okay, there's the Keeper's verdict. As Showmaker comes on through here and isn't really going to be able to do too much. In the meantime, Leaper's dead.
Yeah,
I kind of missed that with the zoom out. I was still focused on the blue buff because I wasn't expecting Leaper to just die.
the blue buff looked like it was more likely to survive than Leaper.
Then I checked out Aiming's Summoner spells and Ultimate, and they're all still there.
Yeah. Kellen used his ultimate, though, and Ignite.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So, yeah, I think Andal a little bit too focused on defending the blue there, and then ends up leaving his A carry out to dry a bit. Kellen's like, oh, he's just bot alone? Okay.
No, he flashes in. And, yeah. So Aiming definitely didn't need to press any buttons because it was all about Kellen.
Yeah, the payoff of being in that cleanse before, pretty big.
Yeah.
And so far, you know, we saw this really cool, interesting pick in the Tryndamere, and we haven't seen it at all. It has not been about that pick whatsoever.
Do you know what the best part is? If Showmaker plays it right, we will never see it. we will see it maybe kill a turret or two as the game extends. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least now, because it's been able to pick up a bit of a farm advantage, has the Spirit Shojin completed, but still a while before he's really taken over games.
Oh, Showmaker. Yeah, there is a turret still here. Tryndamere does really like a long lane to chase people down through.
Yeah, especially with the Ghost. If you get to the point where, you know, those towers are taken, Bulldog is in a very dangerous position.
Oh, yeah. Well, Andal doing a little bit of rotating over towards being removed here by Kellen. And Lucid getting to work on this Rift Herald. Let's see whether they can find a Glacial Prison. Andal gonna take that one. Steadfast Presence was down. There's the Dragon Descent as Kaz just getting ripped to shreds. He is not tanky at all, but they still managed to get enough damage down as Leaper gonna get ulted on by aiming. He supercharges, and now he's gonna pick up a triple. Oh, it's aiming's Kai'Sa all over again.
And we kind of knew, you know, this was a good game for Aiming to be playing the Kai'Sa, but picking up 3 kills there on the back of that, he is going to be monstrously strong. Kuz flies in, and it just feels like he's not able to make the impact. Oh, doo-doo.
I wonder if this is a more fun game for Kingen, because remember game 1 when Aiming was just carrying?
Oh, yeah.
Kingen was like, this isn't fun. Well, this is looking like more fun for Kingen.
Yeah, I would say that. He's not the one getting bullied out as he was on the Lee Sin.
Also looking like it's a bit cruel for Dudu, who's really struggling into the Rumble, as is to be expected, but still, it's a tough time. Let's check this one out from Aiming's perspective.
Kuz just gets like one shot. And then here, Andal goes for a nice play on Aiming, but Summoner Difference, able to reposition, follow up for the kill, and then it's just easy cleaning up.
This is me, this is Aiming, says Aiming. Thank you, G-Sun, for the translation. He just says that I'm the big brother, basically. And he is one of the older players on the team. So it does make some sense. Showmaker is just this is a Tryndamere. He will be in a side lane, and he will be doing the best that he can to just kill turrets.
Yeah, he will. And they're looking like they're trying to set up on him, but
oh, look at him.
You did just say it's a Tryndamere.
Did you see the walking?
Yeah.
Oh, so much walking.
Oh, look at the healing.
Did. Yeah, he pressed Q.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Some slick moves. And so Aiming is gone. So he has the Kraken, he has the Ginsu, so he is doing a lot of damage right now.
Oh, yeah.
Large amounts of damage.
Oh, and it's Stridebreaker on Showmaker as well. I was wondering what he was going to be building that Tiamat into. So
yeah.
Got that to have a little bit more ability to team fight. As Bulldog doesn't get chickened. Showmaker takes a lot of damage. Lucid as well, now having to deal with 3 people, but he's so tanky. There's the crash down. Kuz is just torn apart once again. Oh man, I was expecting the Shyvana to be really good. What's going on here? As Bulldog almost dies to a harpoon to the noggin. And yeah, Kingen is just kind of playing with his food right now. Showmaker comes on over, and Bulldog is very dead. It was almost the Winter's Wrath that takes down the Corki, but of course it's Aiming instead. He's 7-0-1, guys.
He's pretty bad, you know, and I feel like he's trying to get this one on lock. They take down that tier 2 tower bot.
I'm starting...
Game is looking rough.
It is. I'm starting to agree with Wolf that perhaps Dplus just didn't have the right draft to get to.
By the way, I find it so funny, Kuz like runs around Lucid to ult him back, then just gets stun locked and just immediately dies.
Yeah. Kellen actually finding a phenomenal angle in this fight as well. Have to credit this guy's rel play so far today.
Look, I know that Shyvana has worked well in the LPL. I know it's worked well in the solo queue. I know that it's not just the champion, but man, have our junglers stunk on this pick. And like, I honestly even think, this is gonna sound crazy. You ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Peanut Shyvana was better than this. Kuz barely even has a farm lead. At least Peanut had that in the second game. At least he was farmed. Like, yes, he was useless afterwards, but at least he farmed well. Kuz is like 20 CS up on a Sejuani.
Didn't Sponge win a game on...
He had a good early game, but then he kept dying, but his team still won because I feel like the Sponge one was like, he kept dying at the start of fights, even though he won.
But that's the point, is that you die in the right position.
Oh,
Put the fire on the ground.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Because we saw that Kuz almost killed 2 people by accident. by breathing in a circle.
Yeah.
And aiming killed everyone because he wasn't in the circle.
I think the problem is, Cuz is leading the charge, and I think they would really appreciate if someone who is actually tanky or a support would lead the charge. Because if Andal dies immediately, it's whatever, his job is done. But Cuz actually wants to do stuff in the fight, and he's not getting to.
Yeah, he sort of feels like he's playing old top lane Shyvana, where you are actually a bruiser. You're not a bruiser. That's just not how it is. And you want to split fights. You want to be able to sort of play some smoke and mirrors and then chase people down.
He also would like to have 2 items, at least, you know?
Yeah, or more than one.
He just did his bite on Showmaker, and I don't think his health moved.
Well, Showmaker's health doesn't even need to move. As now, Leaper is he's just dead. He's just dead, not able to skate out of that one. There's also a kill going over to Showmaker, who makes Andal a little bit frightened. You can see the frightened chicken up there. Love that. I'm really glad that animation has stayed in the game all this time.
Yeah.
Because if Tryndamere lost his chicken, you know, because he is like a super hardcore cool character and stuff like that, but then like puts a little frightened chicken. Love that. It's so off theme. It's beautiful.
I think that's why the Shyvana is struggling, because Cuz not dealing well with the chicken emote.
Yeah, no, it's understandable as well. It is very intimidating. And Dplus, they are going to take a Baron. That's going to die at 20 minutes into the game. Baron was only 14 seconds old.
Well,
that's it's not a lot of Baron time that we had on the Rift.
Yeah, they just have no way of dealing with Showmaker, but I don't even think Cuz ulted here. Like, I'm not, I guess he got...
시바나 봐도 돼. 야, 제리도 볼게. 야, 제리 볼게.
Yeah, wait, going for Zeri.
제리 잡았다.
That was a lot of damage.
Yep. It's just a very, very big Kai'Sa.
Yeah, very fed. That is the Gold King.
And Lucid, he's just going to throw out a thumbs up. It's a Bulldog. Bulldog not really able to do too much of anything at all.
What else needs to be said, honestly?
Maybe nothing. Maybe we should just, do you want to just get up? We just go?
You know, I gotta be honest, when the Shyvana got locked in, I kind of felt that.
The worst part is it's not only the Shyvana getting locked in, but it's also the Rumble getting locked in, right? Like,
yeah, that too. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I gave it the benefit of the doubt as well. Like, going to each game, I'm like, let's see what this jungler can do.
Oh, the equalizer down as well, and now Bulldog, he's not going to be able to get out of this one. There's Killer Instinct. We all knew it was coming. And Cuz just going to be avoided by aiming. He still had the flash, still 1,000 gold. Goes to Andal. Oh, God, that's not where they wanted the money, but he has been the best performing player on the team. As Showmaker is just spinning Slash over the wall into the enemy base. And he still has the ultimate. I don't think he's had to press it all game long. And they're just gonna kill the turret.
Just a Tryndamere game where you win and you don't press your ult once would surely be the biggest flex in terms of how doomed the game was, you know? Playing without ultimate. You know what it reminded me of? There was the MSI, it was in 2022, when it was like Rise against Anivia, and Caps picked the Anivia and he didn't use the egg once.
Yeah. It's like, does he even have a passive?
Does he even have a passive?
It's like when you go,
even have an ult.
Yeah, it's when you go Undying on Kog'Maw, you know?
Yeah.
Where is your passive?
Oh my God.
It's like when you go Undying on Zyra. You don't have a passive. Oh wait, not anymore.
You know, I see Rumble melting people in the replay and in the picture-in-picture. It's just a consistent theme. They do kill aiming, but the gold goes to... You know, maybe Andal's the right person to get the gold.
Honestly, I think he deserves it.
I think he's hit it more than some of his teammates
100%.
right now. He's got that Warmog's finished. He's going to be slightly tankier than...
He's going to have some more health bar to get through.
Yeah. 8,500 gold lead.
That is a large amount of gold lead, Orcs.
Yes. They also have a Rumble lead, because they have 1 Rumble and Quantum Freaks have 0.
Oh, man. Why didn't they just also get some Rumble?
That was... I think they slipped up on that one.
Yeah.
Missed out a little bit. And now we see Dplus. Oh, Showmaker. Oh, yeah, that's
he is taking some damage.
You know, Cuz is doing pretty good in that department as well.
I like how the highlight there as well. It's like, look at that.
Yeah, good work. Good job.
Something useful.
He's doing his thing, though. He's in the side lane.
That's what you have to do.
He's like, aiming, you do your thing. I will do mine. You guys go have fun as a team. This is his moody phase where he's by himself.
Andal. All right, he's going to look for that flank angle. They want to get Kellen. Magnus Storm onto 7 people or something, but he's still dead. There is no one else there. And Glacial Prison going to come in. Equalizes down as well. Bulldog and Leaper, both of the 80 carries are just roasted. Oh, God, okay. Dudu wants all out of this game, to be honest. And he chose the wrong target because he can't win the 1v1. Not with this Kaiser. Aiming's too big, and that's going to be the ace. That will be the end of the game. And King improving once again that, yeah, you can't leave the Ezreal up, but you also can't leave the Rumble up.
I love how Rumble was just like was by far not like the main focus of this game. He kind of just did his thing top lane. He joins the team fight, one-shots everyone.
Yeah, just actually everyone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that champion's still broken.
Yeah.
Well,
it's me. All right, there goes the game, and Dplus able to bounce back after a Game 2 loss, but they did not make that one look very close at all after the mid-game.
Game 2, you know, it was talked about quite a bit. There are some draft issues, there are some concerns. Quantum Freeze played it well, but Game 3, they gave over Rumble, they gave Aiming a great Kaiser situation, and most importantly, they picked the Shyvana again. And it's not all about picks, it isn't.
I thought you were going to say, most importantly, Showmaker played Tryndamere. And once again, the Tryndamere stats into Corki are looking good.
You know what? The Tryndamere was like the Lee Sin. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It was there. It was present. We were excited when I got locked in, and then we're like, wait, what happened?
It sort of makes you realize why people pick meta champions. Because sometimes when you choose the ones that aren't as popular, you learn why they are perhaps not as popular. But honestly, like, it did what it was supposed to